If you want to see a refresh of my business and social media planner dressed in Coco Chanel, stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Danielle here with Mrs. Danny Plans It All. And you guys, can you see this beautiful planner dressed in Coco Chanel? I'm giving you a refresh of my business and social media planner for March, and I'm so excited to dive in and show you how I just gave my planner a new vibe for the month of March and who I am using to dress this beautiful planner, how I set it up, and all those beautiful things. So let's get into it. So we have some different things in this planner. I love how like luxurious and classy this planner is for March. I went a different vibe for March, and I ordered some very special things from Rose Shadow Collection. I ordered some dashboards from them, and I just tied everything up in a beautiful bow and just worthy of Coco Chanel. Okay, so we're going to go into my pocket and how I designed and set up this side of the planner. We have some journaling cards from Jane's Agenda. This says elegance requires discipline. We have also another journaling card from Jane's Agenda's March sub box, and it says forever forward. I love the we're taking it back here to this cassette tape. I love this design. And also in my Rose Shadow Collection order, you get a Rose Shadow Collection like paper clip. So I added that. And then also there is a green journaling card. It says the library is an archive of longings. And this came from Jane's Agenda as well. So as you can tell, the theme of this planner for March is like black, pink, white, and like an olive green. So I want to tie a little bit of green into that. And then I got the cover from Happy Planner. I bought this actually from Hobby Lobby when they were selling Happy Planner about a year ago. They're no longer in Hobby Lobby, but I got the cover from there. And then the clear, beautiful disc also came from Jane's Agenda's March sub box. So I know you're wondering like, well, where is Jane's Agenda's March sub box? Well, I use that as an archive planner now, just to hold some very important information, and I no longer have to like switch it out. So I just made that like her own planner, but I pulled some things from the box. So the clear disc came from that box. And if you want to know more about what's in that box, I will tag it in my description box so you can see what's in the box and then what the things that I pulled to make my own planner. So what I love about this also came from Rose Shadow Collection, is this vellum cover. I'm going to take it off. There we go. So you guys can see how beautiful it is. It says Coco. And the quote on here says, beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself, Chanel. And it lays beautifully over this beautiful dashboard in the back. So this also came from Rose Shadow. I love the pink detail behind her. I love her dress and the polka dot. I love the bow, just really fancy. I love it. It looks like she's kind of standing in front of like a landscape or city skyline. But it just works perfectly, especially with this card. This came from Gold Mine & Coco's. I think it's a affirmation card stack. They're no longer in business, but this one says, I trust the process and embrace the journey. So put that right here. And we're going to go to the next part of the planner. And I love layering, so you're going to notice a lot of layering in my planner. I also clipped another affirmation card that says, I chose peace over worry. All right, we have a divider in between. Let me see if I can pull that out. And then I laid another vellum on top of the Rose Shadow Collection dashboard. And this says, March, to make living itself an art, that is the goal. And this came from Jane's Agenda. And I love this girl. She's beautiful. I love her dress. I love how it flows. I love the flowers behind it. This black, white, and gold theme looks so good. And then we're going to go into my actual inserts that I use for my business. So I have planners specifically for my business and also for my social media, but I combine it every month. That's what's called a Franken planner. So if you're new to the dashboard planner community, we have a lot of planners, but we combine them all so that we don't have to like carry all them around. So I combine my business and my social media planner into one. So these are the inserts that I use. You're going to notice some spreads is already decorated because I tried my best to get ahead of the game. So these inserts are from, I think, these spreads are from, I think this is from Kill of a Plan. I know I'm going blank. So Kill of a planner, and I'm using a vertical. I decorated this with Live Love Posh stickers. Also have a Stick with Katie doll, and also some boxes and washi strips from Live Love Posh. I love this spread. I always love doing March very bright and springy. So that is my March monthly. And then I also decorated the first week of March. Take this out. This is my page finder, and decorated this with, I believe this also Live Love Posh sticker. I cannot remember the book. And then we have some hexagons from Anika's Creative Closet and a doll from Verse Planning. So this is what I will use for my business planner for this month, a vertical line, vertical layout. All right, so let's get through this. And what I did for this planner, I combined March and April. So I'll be using this setup for March and April. And then, so I divided it with another vellum overlay and then a dashboard. This one says ambitious, strong, reliable, courageous, humble, persistent, resilient, and passionate. And this vellum came from May Paper Company. It lays on top of another rose shadow dashboard. I love this balcony with the pink flowers and the black gate. It just goes with the vibe. And then it goes into, April. So same layout, because this is my business part of my, or work part of my planner. I am a wedding planner and event planner, and I'm also a venue owner. So a lot of planning goes into these inserts. And it really takes, if you understand wedding and event planner, it really takes a organized and well-planned person to make every event just run smoothly. And it starts all in my planner. This is the only way I'm able to get things done, if I write it down and I plan it just smoothly, okay? So that is the business part of my planner. We're going to go to the social media part. So I put another divider that matches the vibe, the pink vibes. And you're going to notice a pattern. I put a vellum on top of another dashboard. So this vellum came from Jane's Agenda, says balance. And I love this dashboard. It's so pretty, soft and pink. It's a photo of an office with a computer there and some teacups and a tumbler. You got your pencil and paper. Just a beautiful pink, just elegant office. Okay. And now we're going to go into my social media planner for March and April. So I use a Live Love Posh layout for this planner. And if you haven't seen my setup for Live Love Posh social media planner, go check out those videos. I'm not going to go through detail with this, but I want to show you guys how I decorated this month through. Okay. So this is my monthly for March. My social media planner. I use Kill of a Plan flowers, and I use Verse Planning stickers from this, I think it's Self-Love Part 2 book, or it could be Part 1. Either way, it's the Self-Love book from Verse Planning. And I use that whole sticker sheet. I love how vibrant this is. And then I go into my first weekly. What I try to do is batch plan my social media planner, because I may have some ideas for the following week and I don't want to have to like write them somewhere else instead of just go ahead and put it down on paper and not have to worry about my pages being decorated. So this is my first weekly in the layout. I'm also doing a vertical layout for social media too. And I believe this book came from, the stickers came from eStarcase.com, and it was the springtime, a pink springtime book. I will make sure to label that in my description box because I don't know the actual title of the sticker book. But it's so pretty. It reminds me of a picnic. It has these, sorry guys, somebody's driving right across my street. So it has some beautiful like spring colors. And here's my second, the week for March 9th through the 15th. This was a coffee theme. And I love the colors, the brown colors. I also use some washi tape I got from a local paint shop. It has that like foil design to it. And I use some stickers from Wrong Wrong. It's a coffee sticker book. And these sticker books also came from the Picnic Springtime eStarcase sticker book too. So, all right. And this week, I'm going to go ahead and finish my batch planning for the social media planner and plan out the rest of this month. Okay. So that is what we're going to do for my social media part of March. And then I divided it with another dashboard. And this dashboard came from Jane's Agenda's, I think it's like an April box back in 2024, I believe. And then that divides it from the April inserts, okay? Put another divider, and this is going to be my extra sheets, my extra planning. So I pulled, and I'm still using from other planners, Jane's Agenda's Finances inserts, and I'm going to try to flip through so you guys can't see it if you have not viewed them yet. So in these inserts come with monthly finance audits. And because I run so many businesses and I have so many accounts, I need to keep up of how I'm spending and what I'm spending out of each account. Whether it's for a private event or for a wedding, I put it all here and how I'm using my accounts, and also for the venue too. So this is very helpful to kind of get a glance or plan out my month for each account, each business. Okay. And they also come with these inserts. Let me see. So you get a monthly, and then you also get a bill tracker because I do have overhead. I do pay for, like my website fees. I pay for my design fees when I am designing events, like, the floor plan, the layout, and then of course, regular bills, my AT&T and all those things are like my daily or monthly bills. So I track them here. And then the last part of these inserts is the paycheck budget sheet. I don't actually use this. I really use this if I have a smaller event, if I need to kind of really have detailed on how I'm spending for that event. So I don't use this much. I mostly use my monthly expense tracker. So just to kind of give you a view of what these inserts, in case you want to check it out. And I will also tag this in my description box, how you can get these inserts. Okay, so the next part, again, are part of my extras besides my weekly inserts. This insert came from Jane's Agenda as well. And you guys have seen this in another video, but this is my goals section. It's like a blank sheet of what those inserts look like for the goals portion. So you get just a page that says goals, life area, when would you like to accomplish this goal, projects, and then you can list different projects under that one goal, the milestones and actions. And I like the fact that you can divide the actions like 5 at a time, because that's that's really reasonable, right? When you get a goal, you don't want to have so many action steps that it feels like it's just not achievable. But I like the fact you can just list 5 major goals for each project and then the target date. So, and then on the back of that insert sheet is just a dot grid for notes or brainstorming. So, and then my last section, I believe, is projects. This dashboard came from Jane's Agenda, and these are specific projects. So goals were on this one. These sheets, I work individual projects. So let me see. And one day, if you guys are interested to see how I plan out my projects, how I plan out my events, please leave a comment. You can leave a comment that says hashtag plan events. If you want to see me do that, you want to see my thought process, yeah, just leave a comment, because I really don't mind showing you how I plan out my events. So this is for project. I use these inserts for bigger projects. Like I have conferences, I have banquets with nonprofits, I work with corporations. And so if I have a really big project I need to plan out, or a really big event that's like 300, 400 plus people, then these are the sheets that I use to plan out that. So these inserts again came from Jane's Agenda. Yes, it's called projects. And you get a project line, start date, deadline, details, goal objections, milestones, start and end. And then you have a list of where you can like write out all your tasks and actions, who is going to be assigned to it. I do have a team of design assistants, of coordinators, of planners that I assign and delegate different things. So I can write down who I'm assigning it to and what the due date is. And then if I have some resources, maybe I'm using other vendors for that event. Maybe I am pulling in some wholesale suppliers I could put right here. Or maybe I need to order some things from a few shops. I'll put right here with resources. So, and then on the back of the insert is called notes, wins, and opportunities. So if the event is completed and I needed to like change a few things when I do the next event, I can write things here, what my wins are, and then what some new opportunities or new ideas I have for the following year. Because thank God I do partner with these corporations and they hire me every year for the same conference. So I need to have some notes on what I did well, you know, how I did well in some areas and what I can improve in some areas. Okay. So you guys kind of get an inside scoop of how I plan out my events. So that is the last part. Let me see. Of the planner. I also put in some conference pages. I have a conference coming up. I'm always looking out for different events I can attend to just better my craft. So I wanted to put in some inserts. This also came from Jane's Agenda. It's called Conference Companion. And you can list the event, the date, who the speakers are, the location, topic, attire, hotel, notes, if I'm bringing some gifts for my table mates, and then goals for the conference or things I want to learn for the conference, and people that I would need to connect with or I did connect with. Okay, then you can plan out your what you're doing for the day for each of the conference days, and let me see, and then you have a page for conference notes. So notes, topics, and then plenty of space here for notes. So this is what I use for my business work, social media planner, and how I set up my planner for the month. Again, I'm using this for March and April, and I have used dashboards from Rose Shadow Collection as well as Jane's Agenda, and I pulled in some inserts from Kill of a Plan and Live Love Pop. So if you have enjoyed this really quick tour and refresh of my planner for March and April, please give me a thumbs up, like my page, comment, subscribe. I would love your I would just love to see you guys and talk, talk to you guys. And then tell me what you think. Tell me if you want me to just come on camera and show you guys how I plan an event. Leave a comment about that, and I will be so excited to show you guys what I do and what I love to do and how I plan in my planner. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this, and I hope to plan with you soon. Bye.